Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Junction from Sandra Strait. Well, this is a fun one. I saw this a while ago, and I have been waiting till the next time I did a Steampunkapalooza class so we could play with it, and that time was just upon us. All right. So this one starts off with a pair. I'm going to call them rails, but a couple parallel-ish lines. Let's see, I'm going to try from here. And up to you, of course, how close or far apart those are. All right. Then, now I did change up my version of the step outs just because I wanted to hollowbow this line completely. And just a note, you want to have an even number of lines that we're going to put down here. So starting on, we're going to kind of go all the way across them. So I'm going to start here and hollowbowing. And if you don't know what hollowbow is, it is a tangle and it is a technique. So as you can see or watch, if you've never done it before, do look up the tangle so that way then you get good practice at it. But what I'm doing is I'm lifting up my pen and traveling it over what I don't want to go over, what I want to work underneath. All right, so and like I said, we're going to do these in somewhat pairs. I did have a tidbit for this, and I'll share it after because we want to have this even number like I mentioned. Well, let's see. Well, maybe I can fit more than I was thinking. 2, 4, 5. Wow. I can squeeze one in here at the end. Skinny one. Okay. The next step is we're going to put, basically, it's just a squiggly line in between those two. One thing that we came up with in our sessions today was, so that way you don't have to count, is to do the 2 lines and then do this squiggly line like right afterwards. So that way then, yeah, you don't have to count or anything. Like so. Actually, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe they need to travel that way because it gets smaller as it goes up. That makes sense to me. Okay. All right, next. I have to think. Not really. The next step is we're going to do, I was calling this giant corner or rounding. So usually when we round a corner, right, we do like this, or maybe a little bit bigger. This one we're doing major, and then we're going to fill that in. We're going to do that to all of them. And did I do that right way? Yes. Okay. It's not feeling the right direction for some reason. All right, so we'll get all of those, and then I'm going to grab the graphic one. Yeah, really, that's just so funny. Did I do it No, I guess I did it the same. I don't know. Huh. You know what it is? Because I made this go the opposite direction that I had been playing with it. So it's thrown off my brains. Whoops. All right. And then I am going to grab the graphic one and we'll fill these in. Okay. Being ever so careful. not to go in. I really should be starting over here so that way my pinky doesn't get into that. Oops, this one will have one too. Just a little partial. Well, and the nice thing about something that we're filling in is we can go back over it. Adjust things if we need to. All right, now that's probably dry a little bit. This also adds for a nice contrast. I do like to have a lot of tangles that have that nice contrast in them, kind of built in. And she doesn't have us do that last section, so. Oops. I missed one on the bottom because I'm going out of order. That's not always a good thing. However, it seems that I do like to do that in Zentangle, and I don't know why. It's so weird. Okay. And of course, if there's little things that you need to touch up, like I'm spying one thing right here. Let's just, go over. There we go. Okay. Next, we're going to do a bunch of orbs. So in all of these sections, I'm debating on the same thing. Here's what I want to do. Just put various big orbs. So that way then I can kind of fill in. This is just a me thing. I don't like things to look contrived. And what ends up happening is I'll have things, like I'll have, it's just, a nice row. Like they're like all of the orbs are all orderly and stuff. And so I feel like I'm always fighting against it looking like that and probably don't need to even worry about it, but I do. So my solution is to do just that. Just draw, okay, I'm going to draw a couple bigger orbs because I want some bigger orbs in there. And then just fit in various sizes around it. Now, this is a tangle at this point, or even when you're filling in. Good idea to take a hand stretch now and again. Take some breaths. I don't know why, because it's so funny because, people will say that. And it's like, oh yeah, apparently I wasn't breathing or shallow breathing or something like that. I'm not in a great habit of saying that, except for when it comes to tangles like this, where we're doing such repetitive work that, it makes sense because it's like, yeah, take a minute. And in fact, depending on how much of this you're doing, take an eyeball break and, hold your head up and, look up at something so that way your eyes go up instead of down where they're normally at, and just kind of focus in on something for just a minute. And I know that seems to help me a bit. Now in here, I really wasn't worrying about filling in the little gaps, although you could, up to you completely. Maybe if you have a big gap or something. But like I said, I wasn't really worrying about it too much. Maybe because I know I'm going to do some shading, and that kind of takes care of some of it right there. Okay. Oops. This little bit. That was so funny. Is was it the AM session of our classes today? Or actually technically yesterday. I didn't, for some reason I checked out and I didn't notice that, on this side. So and I'll show you because I haven't finished it yet. Where that's exactly what I'm like going, oh well, okay. I'm thinking, gosh, that looks so open over there. There was a reason, because I was supposed to put orbs there. All right. Now, you know what I'm going to do first? Oh, and I'm going to go along the whole line because that will make sense. Just like I do when I do the tangle hollow bow. This side, well, it's really just going to, well, let's do these two sides. Going the same direction. Oh, I'm sorry. And that was it for the tangle. I just went right into the shading because I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to do the shading. You can see how that helps already. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Now the other side, really, there's only, well, I don't know, this little bit, put a little there. Because you don't need to put the graphite over the black. That just, it usually just ends up causing problems. Especially on these Zentangle tiles where it will just pick up the paper, the ink, the everything. I wanted to do this first. Whoops, yeah, just like I just did there. It was a little bit rough there. Yeah, because I'm really feeling like, we have, this serves as shading, but let's just put some on this other side because these orbs are, my opinion, below these boards. And I kind of wanted to do it in steps just to see. Because this is what I intended to do, is to flip the tile and get these from this. Oh, I guess I don't really have this side. Just on here. Okay. Because it is good practice to have the tip of your pencil or Tortillion on where you want it. Let me move this light out. Yeah, I was getting the shiny, or I'm like, why is this? Besides, there's heavy contrast here, but not here. So it was looking weird. But some of it was because the light was shining on it funny. Yeah. And that is it. It's just, such a neat tangle, interesting tangle. And, yeah, you could totally get lost in putting all the orbs. The shading and the orbs. And it's, like I said, it's just really, really fun. All right. So as I mentioned, we used this on our Steampunkapalooza classes. And, and here's where, I was like, gosh, it just looks naked over there. And I think in my head, because there was no shading like this, using that dark, I just, when you don't go back and look at the tangle, things just enter into your head. And so it was just really funny. So I'm going to have to go back and add some. But had fun with that. There, I used some different colors of metallic jelly roll. Silver, gold, and like a bronze in there for fun. And then this was our PM session. I used a black metallic on that one, which is not really black. It's kind of a grayish, but it has a neat effect. And there I did it right. But this one, we decided that, this, besides it can look like railroad tracks, if you do it this way, it still can look like railroad tracks. but it could also look like an interesting fence. So, oh, we had a lot of fun with that today. Or I should say yesterday. All right. Neat tangle. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed it. And if you have, would love it if you click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. And if you'd like to have this kind of fun, look in the description section. Below the links to the step outs, you will find my link tree. And now this is a class that had a fee. A lot of mine don't. Thursdays, it's called Tangle Time. They don't have a fee. It's just an hour. We would take a tangle or two and have fun with it. This one, the Tuesdays are the days that I have the classes where I charge a fee, except for the third Tuesday. That one is free, and it's called Tough Tangle Tuesday. But these are generally a little bit longer. There is some kind of theme or something that we're doing specifically, whether it's a project or playing with certain techniques and things like that. So. But I would love to have you come join us. You can check out my classes from my website, or there are a couple links on the link tree where you can follow me for where I post the classes on Eventbrite and my Facebook page. So if you follow me there, when I post the classes, you will see them. I do have a special thing. I have a membership subscription type of club. So if you want to take a look at that, if you enjoy my work and you've taken maybe a couple classes and you're like, I think I'd take, honestly, if you take 2 classes from me a month, you'll save money. This gives you all access to everything, all of the regular classes that I do online, the Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't know what the future will hold. And I have a 3-day event that is both online and live, very limited in person, but we do stream it live, called TangleCon, and so it's 3 days. It's in September, that third almost weekend, and it's a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that club members get a discount and first dibs on registering for the in-person part. So there's other extra perks. All right. What else do I want to mention? Our Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook. If you'd like to join us there, click that link, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, we'll let you in. All right, so I think I covered everything I like to highlight at the end. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.